Hello dear friends, and welcome once more to this our channel. In this video we shall be looking at the proof we have on screen, guys. That's the proof of the Kepler's third law, which is simply saying that the cube of the semi-major axis, guys, is directly proportional to the square of its orbital period. So guys, if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because you can only have access to all the great content in the channel once you have subscribed to it. Guys, please give the video a thumbs up. That goes a long way, friends, to motivate me to keep producing more great content for you. This kind of question, guys, is very common as far as the Cameroon GC syllabus is concerned, guys. It's very common, as well as in other examinations. So guys, please share this video out with your friends. Share it out to them so they can have access to great important content like this that is going to help them so well in their exams. Let's get started, friends. Okay, friends, let's try to see a picture of what's happening. Let's say that we have a circular orbit of this form. Keep in mind that the orbits in which planets revolve, right? The orbit is not a circular orbit, but to prove Kepler's third law, guys, we have to make some assumptions, one of which is to assume that the orbit is a circular orbit. Let's say that we have the sun that is found at the center. Let's say this is the sun, and let's say the mass of the sun, friends, is capital M, and the radius of this our orbit, let's say it has radius small r. And finally, let's try to picture a planet whose mass is small m and whose that has some speed in this direction. Let's say the speed is v. Let's say that, friends, that this planet is moving constantly around the orbit. This is still the direction of its velocity. Now, friends, the planet keeps on moving, right? The planet keeps on moving, as you can see on the diagram, as you can see on the change in position, guys. We can see on the diagram the planet keeps on moving around its orbit. Now, friends, you can be asking yourself that what is that force that prevents this planet from leaving its orbit? The force that prevents the planet from leaving its orbit, it is a center-seeking force which always points towards the center of this circle. That's towards the sun, okay? It is that force that points towards the center of the circle. And that force, guys, is known as the centripetal force. Note, guys, the centripetal force is not a special kind of force, but it is provided by a different force. For instance, if you tie a stone around a string and you will this sort of a circle is being created, guys, what prevents the stone from leaving its circular trajectory is the centripetal force, and in that case, it is provided by what? The tension in the string. But in this case, friends, wherefore planets are orbiting the sun, what provides the centripetal force that keeps the planet in position is the centripetal force, and in this case, it is provided by the gravitational attraction, by the gravitational attraction. So in this case, guys, we can define a symbol by saying that if you consider a planet of mass small m, which moves in the circular orbit of radius r around the sun of mass capital M with speed v, then, guys, the physics of this question is that the centripetal force in this case is provided by what? The gravitational force. If in the exam, guys, you fail to tell them that, you fail to make these statements, most importantly the second, that the centripetal force is divided by the gravitational force, guys, you score a 0. Okay, so very conscious, guys. Always try to make the same, because it is the physics, it is what actually gives meaning to the proof. All right, so guys, by so doing means the centripetal force, which you can call that FC, is equal to what? The gravitational force. But for the centripetal force is given as what, guys? As mv squared over r. Then the gravitational force, according to Newton's law of universal gravitation, is given as G big M small m over r squared, where G in this case, guys, is a universal gravitational constant. Great. So, guys, this is what we have. We see that small m can cancel on both sides, right? As well as r can cancel on both sides. So we are going to have our v squared to be the same like G big M over r. But friends, let's make this statement to have meaning. Okay, let's give some meaning to our expression. Let's recall that the speed is given as what? Distance over time, right? Wait, and friends, we notice that when the planet moves around that orbit once, it has simply covered a distance which can call that capital C, where this capital C, friends, is the circumference of this circle. Do you see that if any of these planets, right, if this our planet moves around this our circular path once, it has simply covered a distance which is simply the circumference of this circle, right? And if we call our capital T, friends, to represent the orbital period, that's the time taken for this our planet to move around this circle. We can call that capital T, which is the orbital period. It never means that what, guys, this our speed. We can write it as what, distance over time. And what's the distance, guys? The circumference, which is given as 2 pi r all over t all that square, which is equal to g big M over r. If we open out the square, guys, we are going to have 4 pi squared r squared over t squared, which is equal to g big M over r. Cross multiplying, guys, we're going to have 4 pi squared r cubed equal to g big M t squared. If we divide out by 4 pi squared first, we are going to have r cubed being equal to g big M over 4 pi squared. So, guys, you notice that for a given planet, or better still, guys, the mass of the sun is a constant, right? The mass of the sun is a constant, and g is the famous universal gravitational constant that we all know is a constant. 4 pi squared is as well a constant. It never means that if this our quantity is a constant, means that our r cube is directly proportional to what, t squared. So, guys, this is a proof of the Kepler's third law, guys. This is the proof of the law. So, friends, let's look at questions. So if you're my student watching my video now, just rest assured that in your exam, I might give you this question, okay? I might give you, guys. I've not said I will give, but I might give you. The question, guys, simply reads that we should name two conditions under which under which r cube is proportional to t squared. That is the question, guys. That's the question for 2 marks. So, guys, if you're my student, just that you might have an extra 2 mark. All right. So, guys, that's it. That's it. If there's something you don't understand, friends, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll get back to you to make you understand the concept so well as soon as possible. Have a blessed day, friends.